Okay, so if you are a regular viewer, you already know by now the drill that I record my shows a week to the day. So, example, you're listening to this next Thursday, and I am recording this on Thursday, December 4th, 2025. This happens to be the morning subsequently following that amazing, amazing tree lighting show. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So fun to watch. So fun to watch the people, the standees, and the actual radio park viewing it. And I mean, like live right there, the faces on the people. They look so joyful and so happy. The music. I just want to talk to a minute about people that are, I don't know, they're just like natural naysayers. Okay. Would you believe I even came across not a comment, but someone that I know said, "Oh, that show again, it's not like the way it was 40 or whatever it was 30 years ago. Nothing is ever going to be precisely like it was 30 years ago. Oh, I don't care for that kind of music, this and that. Enter the young, enter the young. Everybody has their time and has their turn. If you were looking for, feelings of 1947, go find a video that, let's say, expressly shares music from that era, and it's out there. But if you're expecting to feel something like when you were a kid yourself, no, it's all changed. Enter the young. I embrace young people and change and everything. I am still a lover of classic stuff. Yes, always will be. But I would never close my eyes and ears to anyone's music. Honestly, honestly, and it's fun to watch how the things have changed. And some of the songs I already knew because there's a station that I listen to. And I said, "Oh, I know that one. Oh, I know that one." And so people like surprised, like, "Oh, you knew that song?" I said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I mean, keep your eyes and ears open. This is the problem of now. Sometimes we're resistant, too resistant to change. The classic stuff is not going to go away. It has not gone away since I'm a child. I remember literally, actual memory, walking with my dad back in the middle 1960s. And the neighbors in the neighborhood used to put out music on their fire escape. They would put their, I'm not even kidding you, they would put out their little record players and they would blast Christmas music. So this was just a normal part of life. They would decorate their fire escapes, everything, the whole thing. This is before the fire escape regulations, came in where you have to keep them clear all the time. So it was legally okay. People did a lot of things in their fire escapes when I was a kid. I remember I was listening to Rudolph the Red-Nosed, that one, okay? That tune. I was listening to that with my dad, and I was singing it, jumping up and down. And we were walking to some local mom and pop store. In all probability, I think it was a bakery to pick up some freshly baked bread that the family would love. Okay, so I just remember just he and I'm jumping up and down, listening to Rudolph on a like like when you feel a little snow in the air coming on. Okay, and the point I'm making is that song was already old when I was a kid back in the 1960s. Here we are, 2025, and we're still hearing that song. So you see, the point I'm making is the old classics are not going away anytime soon, but keep an ear open for the newer stuff. It may not be the stuff you're used to. You might find a song or two that you really, really love. And here's the biggest point of all. I want to talk about people that they poo-poo you for shopping. They poo-poo you for enjoying wrapping gifts. Oh, you're so materialistic. You mean because I'm wrapping a gift to give to someone that I am materialistic? Oh, people have been known to say these things, and people have been known to hear those things. Trust me on that. That the giver is materialistic. Somewhere There's a little disconnect there. Here's the thing. A lot of controversy about purchasing things and stuff like that. And where would people be without a lot of these companies? Part of the Great Depression was that people lost their jobs. Why did they lose their jobs? Because the banks failed, okay, after the stock market crash, right? And people that had small businesses that could provide jobs to others could not do it. So, what's so bad about people that can employ other people? Maybe I'm having a mental disconnect that you don't have to answer that question. Ah, listen, if one is concerned that there's greediness in this world, I'm sorry and sad to report. Yeah, yeah, there are a lot of greedy people. To not mention that would make me a liar. There are greedy people in this world, unfortunately, with a big capital U. Nothing is ever good enough. They're never satisfied enough. Never. I'm talking about materialistically greedy. But conversely, there are people who may have a ton of money who also give a lot to charity. Okay. If you're poor and you want to donate to charity, that's great. But how much could you donate? As much as, let's say, a billionaire could donate. Can't. You just can't. So, but that's another show. What bothers me are the naysayers to even take away the joy that, or try to, let's put it that way, attempt to take away the joy of enjoying, that tree thing. And by the way, one of my beautiful commenters, and God bless all of you, I tell you, I love you, so great. One of my beautiful commenters mentioned how on that night, which was actually last night, they were going to have a charcuterie board. They were going to have a party, a little party, and celebrate with the tree lighting in the background. Now, how creative is that? Now, if you didn't get to do that the first time around, if you missed out on the tree lighting first time around, I didn't check, but it wouldn't shock me if some smart YouTuber might have recorded that for your listening and visual pleasure or some other streaming place, and you could find it and play it and prepare a party. Prepare a party. It could be a party with just you and your immediate family. And can I tell you, those are the best parties sometimes. Let me tell you. Now, okay, so in actual time, all right, I spent time yesterday with my sweet daughter to celebrate my birthday in advance because unfortunately she is not available and has made plans a long time ago to do something on my actual day. She kept apologizing to me for about 1,000 times. No apology needed if you're listening, honey bunny. No way. No apology needed. We had a wonderful time. So my birthday is gonna be spread out amongst a whole bunch of days. So people that I'm gonna be getting together with in the next few days, which is really cool. And I want to address that issue too. We have a window of time during the holiday season, right? It is hard to gather everybody today in one place for many reasons, maybe because of traveling reasons, long distance reasons, availability. People work all different hours, all different shifts. Not everybody has, it's not like when I was a kid and practically the whole world had a 9 to 5 and the whole world shut down at 5. I'm not even kidding you. It was so, then everybody was closed on Sundays. Who remembers that? Who remembers that? And then people notice we need to stagger the hours a little bit. Then all of a sudden, banks might have been open on a Saturday. This came later on. But you see where I'm going with this. So we can't necessarily all gather in one place. I have a date booked for January 6th for a little Christmas on January 6th because that person can't get together with me until January 6th. And I'm okay with that. And that person is okay with that. So sometimes you have to make your own rules and let common sense guide you. And one more thing. The title, as it says to you, is about, and you enjoy shopping, and it's okay. If you enjoy shopping, and it is okay to enjoy the act of shopping, meaning especially for the holidays, and you're wise enough to work with your parameters of your budget, and you enjoy the act of, as I used to call, bagging the deal. You saw something at a discount, you actually have fun with it. Don't let anybody take that joy from you. If it makes you happy, go for it. Go for it. You're not hurting anyone. You're getting a bargain, you're getting a deal, you're making someone else happy. Please, I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of people, they spurt out air. They don't even know what they're talking about half the time because you don't want to walk around like, not being your authentic self. Now, people that are, have compulsivities with shopping, that's a different, completely different subject. I'm not even talking about them. I'm talking about the person who works with their budget. Okay. And but they enjoy it. Don't let anyone take that act of enjoyment out of your life. You like maybe looking at the lights, the displays, okay? What I bring up when I do my January still comes thing every year, which I already did, you can look it up, is when anything gets out of hand, and if you're not in the position in the first place to be going out, that is a different ball game from the person that could do it, that could do everything within reason. So don't let naysayers take your joy away from you. And I just use that as an example. You love wrapping gifts, enjoy it. You love listening to the music, I put it on in the morning. After I'm done talking to you guys and answering comments, first thing I do is I put on that Christmas music in the background right now. Why not? Why is there a state law that says you can't listen to Christmas music at 7:30 in the morning? Wrong. I like it. It's the season. It makes me happy, and I'm the better person for it, in my opinion. No, scratch opinion. It's a fact for me. It makes me a better person for it because it brings me joy. It brings me happiness. And when I'm happy, well, it might bounce off to other people. Sometimes people wonder, Jan, how can you be laughing and joyful in the morning? Well, that doesn't come from me. That comes from the truth. There you go. All right, everybody, have an amazing, fantastic day. Don't forget that I'm on every single day at 5 a.m. Super thanks are forever appreciated, forever appreciated. It's sort of like, kind of like tipping a waiter or a waitress at the restaurant. If they give you a little bit of a good service and you got something out of it, can't do it all the time, of course not. But $2, $5, it all adds up. Listen, I teach about money, right? So when I see a two or a five or a 10 or whatever, it adds up. It adds up. It's very, very helpful in support of the channel. And I do appreciate it. If you find some sort of other way, and you can't afford a super thanks, just viewing the channel, viewing the video the whole way because you like it. Only because and if you like it. And of course, if you sincerely like it, please click the like button. That helps the channel to grow. And don't forget to share my video and all the other good stuff. Thank you again for being here. See you again tomorrow morning. When? At 5 a.m. Thank you.